Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Sanditude, and today I just want to do a quick little rant about this game called Nike or Nikke, or I'll just call it Nick. But it's it's a fresh game that came out like day before yesterday or yesterday, and I played it a bit, and gave me like heavy Nier Automata vibes. Like I think it I think it took a little bit of inspiration from it, and it and I feel like nobody's talking about it because it's usually sold as a fan service game, and it is sold as a fan service game because there's a ton of it, and Automata was also guilty of that because on the surface it's a fan service game, but when you get deeper and deeper into it, it's like more of a deeper meaning kind of story. But hey, that's how these games work. Anyway, I'll just show you the opening. It shows like the existentialism is shown like from the very beginning, from the login screen, and I just want you to listen to the opening, and I want you to analyze this picture as well, which is also there in the opening, and I want you to explore what feelings you got from it and what you're feeling typically, or what comes through your mind as you listen to this song and looking at this picture. Here goes. Okay, so what emotion did you think about, or what sense did it give you? What emotion did you feel? What was it? So I'm just gonna answer what I can't hear you, so I'm just gonna say whatever I feel like what it felt to me. So for me, it gave me the sense of dread, or loneliness, and desperation, and it just felt, even looking at this picture, like looking at, I'm not gonna say her name yet because I'm not gonna say any of their names, so I don't want to spoil it. So looking at this woman's face, you're like, oh shit, that's like really sad. She must be like either serious or desperate, or she's like lonely, and it's pretty much all those things wrapped up in this whole song and this picture right here. Because like you feel like you're empty and just lonely, and everything is just terrible situation all around, but it's such a nice and soothing song as well. And you know what vibes this gave me? Like immediately the vibes it gave me was the desert theme from Nier Automata, and I'll tell you why. Here, listen to this as well. Now, you've probably heard of this song, right? Like, it's pretty popular. It's near automata, obviously. So it's just it's just fucking. It gives you the same emotion because it's a desert. It's a desert theme. It's supposed to be isolation, loneliness, desperation, all these things wrapped up into this one song, and the theme it represents, which is the desert. And that's exactly the same feeling it gave me on that opening of Nikke. So it's just fantastic that it's just amazing. Like, they basically did the same thing, right? They didn't have the immense budget as like Nier Automata did, but it's pretty much the same, and you can hear it without the orchestra or without the fancy huge ass amount of instruments that it needed. It did it on a budget, which is perfect. Which is perfectly fine. So anyway, as we're okay, I'm gonna spoil a little bit, like a little bit of the story, like the opening 5 minutes of it, so that you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about like near or anything like that. So uh, we start off with we're the commander, obviously, with the human commander, and humans aren't rare or extinct like in near, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So we're a human commander, male, obviously, and we meet this lady. She's Miriam. I'm not gonna show you anything. I just want you to play the game and feel for it yourself. So we not Miriam, whatever her name is. I'm just gonna call her Lady A. So we meet her, and she says she's hurt. She's hurt a bit, and we bandage her up. And she immediately gives the dialogue that she is a Nikke or Neek. She's a Neek, and she can't feel anything because she's a Neek. So basically, that means she's a robot and she doesn't feel things, or she's like she's not human, is what she's saying. And doesn't that give you like a similar vibe from a certain other game? Mostly that starts with N and ends with A. I'm talking about Nier, but whatever. So yes, Nier Automata. We start off like basically flying through, and all this shit happens, blah 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 blah, and you immediately find out that they're not human, they're androids. So Nikke is the same thing, and in oh, near you find out that hey, even if you die, you have a backup at base in the moon or in space or whatever. But in Nikke, it's almost the same thing. Instead of black boxes or bodies or memory backups, it's the brain where the memory is kept of the body of the Nikke or the Neek. And yeah, they get if they die, if their body dies, then their brain is fine. Like the brain, they can just transfer the brain to another body and just be fine, just like a certain other game that I just discussed right now. So anyway, so we can see the similarities between Neeks and the androids, and they're pretty similar. In which, if they die, they can just back up. So, and they don't. I don't know about pain though. Like, you can turn off the pain receptors in both Neek and Nier Automata, I think, or I don't exactly remember because it's been years since I played Nier. But yeah, anyway, regardless, that's a thing. So I played through like stage one pretty easily, relatively easy, and going to stage two, that's where shit hits the fan, and you immediately find out that you're not fighting like human beings or anything like that. You're fighting robots and machines, and they call it raptors. Typical stuff. Do you know which other game that we fight machines and robots? Huh? Any guesses? Could couldn't be more obvious than robots and machines. But anyway, regardless, even the enemy type is pretty much similar. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm not saying it's a bad adaptation. I'm just saying it's doing the same method as a Nier Automata, where it's like it deceives you into thinking that it's shallow with just fan service. Like you could just people who haven't played Nier can just write it off as being like, oh, it's a fan service game and it's a fucking anime robot fan service game. I don't want to play that shit. And this is the same logic. Like this is sold as a fan service anime game, and its surface it is, but it goes much deeper than that. And as soon as we continue playing the game in chapter 2, and the girl that we're with happens to be corrupted. Like she got corrupted, and just like in fucking Nier, people got corrupted as well. People can get corrupted by the machine. The machine. Anyway, they get corrupted, and we have to kill them because the Niks follow the order. They can't kill each other because they can't. It's in the law. It's in the 3 laws of robotics where they can't kill the humans nor kill each other. So we have to end it, which is kind of sad. Like immediately, like the second chapter, man, it just gives you dread as soon as we start, and it's just sad. Like that's they're these guys just they're treated less than humans, and they're treated less than pretty much anything. They're just weapons, and they're just like easily replaceable, and that's how the life goes. That's how it all goes. Even Nier, man, the androids were fucking worthless. They were just throwing them away just to get to an end goal, which is kind of sad, pointless, and at the end of the day, you're like, what is this? What are we here for? You know, and I feel like that's what this game is coming up to. Like it's gonna end in some fucking Nier Automata bullshit where everybody takes over, because that's also a dialogue in the game where the machines are trying to replace or kill off humans. And the only difference I would say with this and Nier is that humans aren't extinct. Humans are there, and it's pretty evident. Like there's like an outer section, there's like a slums area, and there are humans there that are like selling illegal shit. It's just it's just a sad and depressing place that's just ravished by machines. Nobody said where these machines came from. I don't know what these machines are from or what they're doing or whatever, but that's how life goes. That's how this all goes. Now, I can't wait to play more of this game because the story is actually pretty good, and for a game that sells on fan service, you should appreciate what the story is and not just skip through it just to get to the fan service. Because this is one of those stories where it hits hard when it has to hit hard. Because fuck, it really hit me hard when one of my character died, and I was like, oh shit, dude, what the fuck? That's tough. That's tough. In the second chapter itself, I'm already like, oh wow, they're hitting the hard ones right here. So yeah, and that's all I got for this video, and I just want to do a quick rant because I just played it and I was like, oh shit, I have to make a video on this. I have to, because it's so good. It's so good because I love Nier Automata, if you can tell. Like I love it, and I just have to just have to fucking gush and rant about this shit because it's so good. Nier Automata is good, and whatever is inspired from Nier Automata, the themes, the song, the music, anything that's inspired from that is gonna be good. And I feel like this is one of those games where it has that capability, because it has the same tactic as Nier as well. Like it's like I would describe this game as Nier Automata, but super sexy, cranked up to the max, and fan service is just cranked up to the max, because it's way sexier, and it's just like it's fucking amazing. Actually, I have nothing. I'm not gonna complaining or anything, but hey, again, fan service in the front, deep story at the back, and that's pretty cool if you ask me. Like, I like deep stories hidden beneath a layer. You know, they don't show you the they don't show you the goods immediately. Even though this game did show the goods immediately in the first two chapters, but hey, it's whatever. It's a mobile game. I can forgive it. It's just people who get into it will be like, oh, it's a fan service game. But again, it is what it is. I feel like this has the potential to get up to Nier Automata, or close to, in terms of story. Gameplay wise, it's fine. Nothing groundbreaking. Nothing like nothing that feels like, oh shit, I have to play this. It's a mobile game. You're not gonna get your mind blown or get anything blown, except you're nuts. But hey, that's how it is. That's how it is. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and it's gonna be more gameplay videos with me saying nothing, and because I hate my voice. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.